Have you ever wondered what it would be like if there was war in The Sims? Welcome to Open Plumbob, the show that discusses crazy topics like this. Now it does seem a little bit out there, but there's a reason why it's on this show. It probably won't happen anytime soon, but there's always a slight chance that it could pop up in a game, or maybe even an expansion pack. Now here are some questions I have. Why would they add this? Where would it make sense to put war in The Sims? And what are some pros and cons of adding it? Trust me, there are many more as well. It seems to make sense to me as to why they would add war into the Sims franchise. Let's go back in time a bit here first. The Sims, when it first came out back in 2000, was revolutionary. It was the first life simulator game in existence. There was nothing else like it, other than maybe SimCity if you included it as being a life simulator. It was new technology, something no one had ever seen before. Back in present day, The Sims is still considered to be one of the most realistic life simulators in existence. So why wouldn't it make sense to add a big part of human life to our wonderful Sims franchise? I mean, it is already in other games like Tropico, for example. But where could you possibly add it without causing serious controversies? I could understand it being added in a World Adventures theme expansion pack, but in a base game, for example, which might not necessarily have traveling implemented, it wouldn't make too much sense, or at least in my opinion. I feel like the effects should be visible within the communities as well. Having some Sims who feel the effects of what has become so present in our modern day society, post-traumatic stress disorder, or as some of you may know it, shell shock, that could be a mental effect, but what about physical? Would there be physical damage to buildings in your neighborhood or town? There are many pros and cons to adding it, as well as some kinks so it needs to be worked out before it can be implemented as a feature. Like, what about the reasoning behind starting the damn wars? Would it be because there are resources there that you want? What if you win the war, does that town or area become a colony of your own town? Would you officially own that area or town? One pro I see is realism. As I previously mentioned, it would add to the realism of the Sims franchise in a whole new way. One con that stands out to me is the rating. It would instantly jump up due to violence. That is not something that I foresee Max as being gung-ho to do right now. Maybe in a later game, but who knows at this moment. Do you want to see war in the Sims franchise? Let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget that every Friday I release a new episode of The Sims 4 News. If you liked the video, please do give it a rating, and if you particularly enjoyed the video, please subscribe. It really does help. Until next time, happy simming.